Okay. Hello out there. Hope everybody's doing well. I was just enjoying some Doritos before I streamed. Because Doritos are good and I was hungry. That's what my day's been. Also, I watched the second half of the Phantom Menace, because I watched the first half yesterday. But today I watched second half of Phantom Menace and Attack of the Clones. Because it's Star Wars weekend. And when I finish this stream, I'm going to go watch Revenge of the Sith. Because I'm watching them in chronological order. Which will include the 2 standalone films. Because I have class. Hey, Bobcat, welcome. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, we're not doing Stardew Saturday today because my friends just have a scheduling conflict. We all had time today, but at different times. So it wasn't working out. But here we are. But that's good.
What the fuck are you doing? Orders are to pack up and pull out.
Yeah, and I'm not waiting for that ring knocker
Hello.
to get back here with a forklift. Trust me, my way
Right off
is
the bat.
faster. See, why carry it when they can walk?
Why is he not walking?
That startled me.
Hang on. Gotta
Okay.
be one of these brothers.
I remember this room. Anyway, we haven't gotten to... Hey, I'm glad you don't have to. We haven't had time to play Deus Ex in a while. So let's go ahead and do that. I don't remember what I'm supposed to be doing here. Because it's been a whole week since I played. Okay. What are we doing? Okay, we're here. We just came down this elevator. Oh, yes. I remember this area. Yes, okay. And then there's all of this to do. So we have lots. Thank you, Bear. I'm very proud of this title. I thought about it really hard. I had it made up since the last stream, but then we weren't going to the FEMA camp, which is why I ended that stream with enough time to just literally preserve the title for this stream. Because I really wanted a stream named FEMA 5. Okay. So, my question is... I just picked up that EMP grenade, which we should really keep handy, if I'm being honest. And that will help us a lot versus that, that big robot out there, should we have to fight it. But I'd really rather not fight the giant robot. I'd really rather sneak around. But I just really don't trust my ability to be able to do that particularly well. Oh, I do have the ability to be invisible. What key is that again? This one? That one. It's a good thing to figure out before I get into trouble. I did have to leave off, like, right at an action point, didn't I? Waiting for that man to turn around, and then I will hit a button. Or I'll just go. It's fine. Okay. I need to get under there. And I can do that when both of these guys are not looking here. So, for those of you who don't remember where we left off, we found out that something going on here is connected to, hello, the attack that is, oh crap. So I think I can't get to the vent system because I don't have the augment to do heavy things. That's frustrating. Anyway, there's something going on here. Oh crap. I got spotted. Well, I guess we could always fight. I mean, why not? Anyway, something is going on here that is related to the attack on our work. That's what's going on. I can just hide here for a hot second, and everybody will calm down.
Moving to next search point. Yes, sir.
Okay. That went better than fighting everybody. Robot. Now I can shoot the camera and not have to deal with the camera. But that will make everybody hostile again. I don't know that I want to do that. I could also be invisible and go into the camera. But this also works. What do we got? Another camera. Awesome. I was not patient enough. Was not patient enough. They're alarmed by what? What are they alarmed at? What have they found alarming? I didn't kill anybody this for once, so like, couldn't have found a body or something. Hey! Stun gun. Picked up one stun gun. Picked up. I want all the darts, please. I actually don't have a problem killing these guys because they are not really lackeys. Don't tumble down the edge, please. I just wanted you there because of the camera. Is this unlocked? Oh, it's already unlocked. Okay. Oh, shoot. Okay, we're gonna go to the stun gun. I don't really feel bad killing these guys because these are kind of like professionals. They're here for this. But I would rather do stealth kills. Just trying to look around and see what's going on. Okay. So I think in there I can get to some security stuff and shut some stuff down. The problem with my stun gun is it does not work far away like a firefight would. But if I get into a firefight, it's gonna be a lot of guys. There's like so many guys. Who's ready for bad things to happen? I know I am. Okay, so at the last second, we're gonna do this. And I'm gonna hit all the wrong keys and it's gonna ruin everything, so then we're gonna run away. There we go. My plan was to be invisible and then knock him out. That didn't work. I started hitting the wrong keys. That's fine. Let's go this way then. The problem is, if any of these guys go down, they'll see that the other guy went down. So that's going to be my primary issue. But I should be able to take this guy out. Hopefully the other two guys will have turned the other way. And I can just move the body. Why is this locked in?
You're going down!
Oops. Well, so much for that plan. Let's go to non-stealth mode. More are going to be coming, so this is not going to end well for me. How are you not dead? Die, thank you.
Open wide!
They're definitely going to be coming up the stairs.
You bastard!
I know you're still here.
It's a little hard to tell because the arrows are... There we go. Beneath me, and I can't tell if they're coming up or what they're doing exactly. He's gonna start coming up. That sounds Sounds like a big explosion sound. Yeah, that would be the robot. Hey, buddy. He's not waking the one guy up, which is crap. Because he could have woken that one up.
Hostile on the run.
Do. So he's still down there. There's ammo and stuff I want that's down there. Are they coming from another room? He's coming up the stairs, probably. No, he's just... Yep, he's coming up the stairs. Come here.
I'm gonna.
Okay. See, sometimes I get him in like 2 shots, and then sometimes it takes like 5, but it depends on where you shoot them. Okay. As long as we're doing this, I can always just fight the robot. But I also feel like I could sneak around the robot pretty easily. So let's see here. Well, that was fun. That was a good time. So again, if I really need to get that move heavy objects augment. Do I happen to have one? No, I don't. But I'm really close to it. So that might be what I have to go for next. There's just a lot of things here that seem to really like the move heavy thing with augment. I would like to go into this room. And I should be able to just jump down in there, to be honest. I just don't know if I'll be able to get out because I don't have the... oh, I can. There's a vent. Hopefully I don't get stuck in here forever. Geronimo! Ouch. Let's explore. Don't want pistol ammo. Or sniper ammo, because I don't have either of those guns. That looks like a thing that could be cool. What do we have here? Ooh, that looks like a rocket launcher. I could... Hey, Caleb, welcome. I could take the rocket launcher, but taking the rocket launcher would mean getting rid of a lot of things. And I don't really know that I want to do that. I like the rocket launcher, but not quite that much. Can we bop down here for a hot second? Yes, we can. Let's get that XP from just going through tunnels. So this is where I wanted to go before I realized that I did not have the move heavy objects ability. Or rather, I knew I didn't have it before I found out I needed it. C to get here. Doop. Can't do it. Where does this take me in the grand scheme of things? Okay. I really want to go back up anyway. Like, where I was is the way I want to go through all of this, rather than down. This I'm just doing to explore. So let's head back this way. Nothing like hearing a giant robot walk all over your head. Oh, shit. That didn't happen. That definitely didn't happen. If anyone asks, that never happened. I hit the throw grenade button instead of the jump button, which threw an EMP grenade, which killed me, which took us back to fighting this whole room because I didn't save. which is why it didn't happen. That definitely is not a thing that happened. Okay. Well, now I know I don't need to go in that room though, but that's an ammo case, so that is something I want. Can I just like stun you? Yes. That was fun. Hit the correct button, grab him, grab him. No one pay any attention to the man dragging an unconscious man across the floor. I want to know what is in that case. Yeah, whelp is really the only way to describe that. It really is. It's fine. What's in here? Again, more stuff I can't take. Got it. Okay. But now I know what's in there. That's the important thing. I mean, all I was finding was loot that I don't necessarily need, so. We can just pop back down here and still get the XP for traveling. Whee! Okay, well, let's save. There we go. Alright. You know, in this alternate universe, we are far more competent, and I'm okay with that. Don't see me, don't notice me. I'm not worth noticing, I'm just over here, it's fine. Okay. Whoop. Don't see me or notice me, it's fine. I want to get up these stairs. That was the best way to do that. Don't want to go through... That was almost terrible. Everything's fine, everything's fine. Just go and don't think about it too hard. Okay, we're gonna go back to this door, because going through that door actually worked really well. Now, what is the button that... Is it H? Okay. Let's put the weapon away. What are you suspicious about, camera? It's fine. You didn't see anything. There's nothing to see, camera. Hello, other camera. So the reason why I moved that one body obviously was one, so no one could see it, but also two, no one can get to it, so they can't wake him up, which is handy. Move the crate. There we go. Yes. Okay. Move the crate. Put that there to help block us from the camera. We're going to take the stun gun darts and we're going to save again. Saving is fun. Saving is great. Saving your game is the best way to play. Okay. Here we go. Now, I do kind of want to take these three guys down, because then I don't have to worry about them when I go into that security room. But taking these guys down without getting caught is very difficult, as we discovered in the first attempt. So, how do I want to do this? Do you walk this way at all? We're gonna chill here for a hot second. There's definitely more stuff we can find around. It's just finding ammo and stuff. And I don't have the type of guns where I would really benefit from that. My plan is when this guy walks over here and starts looking over that edge, we're going to sneak up and knock him out. And then drag his body in this hallway and then no one should see him. Grab him. Grab him. No one even noticed. Oh crap. Hopefully the gun doesn't make them suspicious. Okay, so he's down. We might jet back out to where we were and go around. Actually, I might be able to go around and go after that guy. Yes. That's what we're gonna do. He will be next. Don't know how far this way he comes, so this could become an issue. But then this way, when like I said, I'm gonna get in that control room and no one should be able to see me. Don't come out anymore. I don't want that guy to see you. Don't turn around, security guard. Don't look. It's fine. We're gonna scum save. Because I don't even care. Okay. So far, this is going how it should actually go when you play this game. My only problem is I don't have a lot of cover between here and there. So I almost wonder, do I want to go all the way back and come at him from the other way? Let's see how far this way he comes. I really don't have to be too worried at this point because it's only him and one other guard, and then that robot will forget about me eventually. Don't ever skip leg day.
Go, 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 go! Where did you learn to shoot?
Well, considering I wasn't trying to shoot you, it's going so well. Move, 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 move. Ah! He had some kind of grenade. I don't think it did damage. I think it just knocked out some of my senses. Okay, so here comes the other guy. He's gonna come up these stairs. Avoid the robot now. I really want the loot. But the robot. But the loot. The robot. Did you hear that the OG Battlefront multiplayer support is back via Steam? Ah, did they bring that back for May the 4th again? Because I feel like they did that last year for May 4th. Robot, it's fine. Everything's fine. Don't worry about it, robot. You don't have to be worried, robot. I need to buy some Star Wars games off of Steam now that the Star Wars sale has started. Because there's a bunch that I either haven't played in a long time or that I haven't played because they didn't have Mac support. And now I'm not on, well, I still am on a Mac, but I'm just on a Mac and also not on a Mac. Come on. So now I can play some other things. Hey, hello, map. Tension blocks, that's where we are. We're going to end up closer to the medical bay area. Probably can't. Oh, we can't take that. Sweet. I thought there was something to do in this control room, but apparently there isn't. Okay. Let's go ahead and save again. I'm excited though. I spent today watching 2 of the prequels, and when the stream's done, I'm gonna watch Revenge of the Sith, which will be my first time watching Revenge since new season of Clone Wars started, which I'm really excited for. I really kind of wanted to wait until I was done with Clone Wars before I watched Revenge again, but to be honest, like, I want to watch all of the movies this weekend, and I'm not going to skip Revenge, and so it's just became one of those things. Hey, Adrian. Tears of joy from the Clone Wars? That's an interesting reaction. Alright, so now we're above here. We could have gone through this hallway, and there is actually, you know what? There is a security room there, and I should have the passcodes to it. So maybe, I know, I've just been running you guys every which way in the stream already, but I think we might need to go back. If that robot has forgotten about me, which it appears it has, I think that's what we ought to do. No, I loved this week's Clone Wars. It was really good. It was really sad. What I want to do is jump down, but we're gonna wait for the robot to be looking the other way. Oh yeah, the suspense was masterful, for sure. The robot walked the other way. Can I get on top of here? I can. Is there anything cool for being on top of here? It doesn't look like it. Okay, we'll just boop down. Boop down. I would like to take the ammo. And we'll go through the door. I don't usually go this way, but I only, on my last playthrough, realized that there's a security room this way, because I don't usually go this way. And that I have the passcodes to it, because I didn't kill the one guy. Oh, I could have gone this way from above, too. Oh. Steam announced they would work with EA to provide an update that restores multiplayer via Steam servers, and they also added more support languages. Oh, that's really cool. Don't come all the way over here, buddy. Stop short. Stop short. Good job. We're just gonna wait a hot second. You're gonna do what you need to do. I'm gonna do what I need to do, and then you're gonna feel this in the morning. Then I really don't know where to move your body to, because I don't really know who even walks down this hallway. So we'll just leave you there. I can you're done. I can't take any more of it. Can't take any more. Okay. Do not talk, guys. Love the little nod that they included. Yeah, I love that they had Hayden's voice in there as well. I thought that was really nice. Okay, what are we looking at here? I'm assuming everybody here has watched it. We're now on the day after it aired. And I did already do my spoiler stream about it over on Port Haven.
Listen up. Operations here are over. That means gather all
They're
your
over.
kitties, because we are evacuating this dump right now. On your way out, you may cross paths with some FEMA personnel just itching to get their barracks back. Leave them the fuck alone. Some of us may have to deal with them again one of these days. You just never know. In the meantime, make it quick and
Oh, I'm sorry, were you guys talking? My bad. So I just turned turrets to attack my enemies.
open wide.
So that's good. That's a little bit less fighting I'll have to do. Pocket secretary, what do we got? Hard to believe it took 6 months, or it's hard to believe 6 months has gone by time to update your computer codes. Semi-Imperial Rex. Yeah, I was really afraid, like, how much of Order 66 you'd be doing.
Open wide.
thankfully Ahsoka got to him. Of course, Jesse is still under. So what that guy was saying in the commentary here was that they're getting ready to pull out and FEMA personnel wants to come back. So it helps explain, like, this isn't really FEMA, it's somebody who took over, like, FEMA's building. Elias, I've reviewed the 2 project reports you've submitted on phase 2 of the project facility. Will you or will you not be ready to initiate full occupation of the building with the 3rd quarter? Ooh, hey, Michigan. He's the director of phase 2, Michigan. Phase 2 of Michigan is a go. Important note regarding verbal and written references to Rex 84. The use of Operation Night Train will no longer be used in official capacities. Primary individuals participating in separatist terrorism cells in the western United States of Utah, Texas, and California. Covert term Night Train will now be replaced by Operation Terror Train. Sounds exciting. Please note that after recent security breach in Lansing, that's funny, Northcom division stationed in Section 46 will have commissioned authority over all FEMA operations in Michigan State and Pennsylvania. All transports, and this just makes me laugh because I'm from Michigan. So I'm like, Lansing. That is a real place. I don't know Mandalorian armor well enough to have recognized that well or not. I'm sure other people did if you look on Twitter, but I kind of know what Neo Crusader.
We were on the verge of greatness.
Oh, somebody just subscribed. Thank you. Although I think that's actually to my Port Haven account, but I always appreciate hearing Mercy trying to cut my ears. I think I actually want to go upstairs now, though. So those turrets will just. I'm going to let those turrets continue to do their good work, and we're going to go back this way. That was an autosave, so that's good. But, like, I kind of know Neo Crusaders are, like, what they look like in KOTOR, I think. But, like, I am far from a Mandalorian expert. Okay, so now we're up here. This should be that room. Yep, that's the room we came out of before. I know where we are. So basically what happened was there was a group of places that attacked where we were. And then they took over a FEMA camp for reasons that we don't yet understand. And we're hoping to understand by the end of this level. That's basically what's going on here. Apparently they didn't use of all of Haven line. It was Lantern. Yeah, I heard that too. One of my friends was a huge Anakin fan. Like the biggest Anakin fan that I know. She said that, and I didn't notice it, but I definitely took her word for it. Let's get in here. Which I thought that was cool to blend the 2 voices. It must have been cool for Matt Lanter to get to do that too. Open doors, turn on security camera. Hey, and I got a Praxis kit. You'll love to see it. And I'm probably going to use that on carry big stuff. But we'll find out. I don't want the Typhoon ammo. I don't want the rockets. I want the grenade. I can take the shotgun. That's nice. I want their grenade. Why is this so difficult for you to understand, game? Right. I would like the grenade, please. Probably can't even carry it. I'm going to go through all of this just not to be able to pick it up. Fine, I won't. Same armor from the game. Okay. Frick. Which way did I come from? I think I came from. Yes, this is where I came from. So this is where I'm gonna go. I get so turned around in this map. And Sabine's mom, Ursa! Ursa was there. Ursa Wren. I was really excited to see her face. We didn't get to hear her in this episode like we had in the others. But she's cool. This is the control room I was remembering. But she was exactly what I thought we might see in Clone Wars. Like, I didn't think we were going to really see a whole lot in the way of Rebels cameos. But I'm assuming this cardboard box is too heavy for me to pick up. the cardboard box. I need to go back to the gym. My gosh. What's going on here? But it was cool to see her. Okay, we have to actually hack this one. Now Sabine was born. Yes, because she's older than Ezra. And Ezra was born on Empire Day, which is the day that Palpatine took over the galaxy. So, like, the day that he declares himself Emperor is the day that Ezra was born. So Ezra is born. Sabine's, like, a couple years older. So Sabine would be a toddler at this point. But this is what I thought they would do, where they're not really going to super include Rebels characters, but if they can turn background character 93 into a Rebels character, they were going to do it. And so that was really cool to see. Okay, let's see if we can't get this to work. Yep, I know. But I've bought myself plenty of time, so we should be able to do this. Hack into this computer.
Access granted.
Access granted. Okay. Please note that effective immediately, detainees arriving from any Michigan facility, I just laugh sometimes, Michigan, must be deferred to the medical DPMT for surgical implantation of tracking chips before being installed into the cells. That's how you want to be talked about as a prisoner, being installed. Under no circumstances are any detainees to be informed of the reason for their deferment, because that's legal. No laser shackles to be detached only on cell block inoculation. Wow. FEMA detainees. The funny thing, you've got to understand, like, what's so weird about this is FEMA would never do something like this. FEMA is the Federal Emergency Management Act or Association or something like that. These are the people who, like, go into cities that are being hit by hurricanes. They wouldn't have detainees. So, like, when you're playing this game, you're supposed to be going, this is weird. Hey, Mr. Rez, how are you? Thank you for dropping by. Hope you're having a good day. Pursuant to Article 7, Section 2 of the Revised Homeland Security Act of 2012, blah, blah, blah. And at the time this game was made, I think 2012 is either the year or in the future. All construction and maintenance staff in code green, blah, 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 blah. Loose lips sink ships. So Saxon and Rook were arrested. We know what happens to Saxon, what happens to Rook. No. I'm wondering if it's the last we'll see of them. It probably is. In this show, I mean. It might be the last we see of Mandalore in the show. I'll get over there, I think. Yeah, let's head that way. We'll hit up all these different rooms and then we'll go down below. But there shouldn't be as many people to shoot at us because we turned the turrets against the people. So hopefully they did all of the heavy lifting. Now, if you're playing this game and you're trying to get the pacifist achievement, I don't think you get it if you let robots kill. Like, even though you're not killing them, if you turn robots on people, I think it still counts against your pacifist achievement. I think. Wait, so shouldn't Ezra, Luke, Leia be the same age, maybe a day or two apart? But in Rebels, Luke is portrayed as a young kid in that one cameo, while Ezra and Leia and her... yeah, the ages are a little wacky. Leia definitely appears older. I just chalk that up to Leia always seeming older. And they definitely play Luke off as a little kid. But, like, in fairness, Ezra should be a kid, too. He just has to grow up fast. But it's definitely a little wacky. Okay, what are we looking at here? Everything is in play. Mather and I will be the only female reps here for the duration. But if something goes wrong, you'll need to remotely wipe into my workstation. This, I think we already read somewhere. So this is basically FEMA getting told that all this is going to happen. You can find these emails on a couple different computers. Oh no, that I was just reading the emails that I read off the computer. That makes sense. Vent. I love vents. Vents are the best. More stun gun darts. Thank you, game. I love it when people leave money lying around on the extra stacks of paper. That's my favorite. I hope we get a cameo of Cody in this episode. I pray we do. It's very possible. They might just do like an animated version of more Order 66 stuff. We'll see. Hey. Or maybe even like Rex could call Cody and like try to convince him to take his chip out and it won't work or something. Project Hackney. Mark, in preparation for the arrival of subsequent occupancy of our mutual friends, please make sure to transfer all Code Orange, Code Red, and top secret files to your external hard drive and delete the save files from the computer before 2400 hours on Saturday. We may be lending them our facility, but there's no reason they should have to compromise U.S. government secrets further. Joseph Manderley. WTF. Second time in 6 months. WTF. Not to complain or anything, but am I to assume they'll need a temporary workstation they asked for last time? Forgot about that. Set them up in the conference room, workstation, blah, blah, blah. Make sure that it's completely firewalled from the internal network. FEMA could use the powers granted to them to seize control. They would probably have, as all they would directly in their supply dumps and small category disaster planning. Yeah. It's definitely weird. Like, obviously they would have some things they could do, but mass detaining of people is not one of them. Wolf definitely did, because Plo Koon is definitely dead. Plo Koon, like, when that order goes out, the Jedi are being killed. I mean, maybe Wolf didn't do it specifically because it was the pilot flying with Plo, but I guarantee you Plo's dead. If he's not dead, then Ahsoka's gonna sense it at the very, very, very beginning of the next episode. Let's see here. If I reload my machine pistol, can I hold more ammo? Probably not. Okay, not a whole lot else in here. Besides this computer. Do I have the code for it? I was hoping I would. That's fine. I like the experience that comes from hacking. RIP. Capture, it's fine. This is not going well. Yeah, I'm not gonna make it. I tried, but I'm not gonna make it. Disconnect. Who knows, they include a bit of him injecting only to be killed by Wolf. Wait, Flo? Flo doesn't eject. Flo dies in his ship. He's definitely dying in his ship. He's not ejecting. Dang it. This is not going well. Clicking on all these things becomes very difficult. Exit, yep. Disconnect. Okay, let's save, because I think I only have one more option left. They could include that. They could, but like if you watch that shot, Flo is going like this with fire behind him, like he's dying. Like you eject up, you don't eject forward. If you had an ejector seat that moved you forward, you would be hit by the spaceship. Like you eject up. I think Flo's dead, my friend. Okay, this is our last chance. I think I will actually use a nuke. It's going a little bit better. Okay, that went better. Just getting through that first
Access
file.
granted.
There we go. Okay, we've already read that one. Listen, Mather, I told you everything I know. I have no idea what the Special Forces are doing here, and I don't intend to ask why. The orders came from the head office, just like last time. I know you think there are other influences involved, and you might be right. This department has always had voices in the dark whispering in our ears. I wouldn't go around asking too many questions if I were you. I'm assuming that security camera is not on my side, but I'm not particularly worried about it at the moment. Yeah, going to that security room is so much better, because usually I go through here and I'm fighting all through here. This time I don't have to. Neural hub. And off. That doesn't really do anything for me, because all the security cameras we're going to do are tell a bunch of nobody who's here that I'm here. I would really like that EMP grenade. Is there anything I have that I don't really need? Like, what could I go without? I think I would rather have the EMP grenade than the frag grenade. Oh, we're good. This room's cleared out. That's where we came in, so we're making pretty good time through here. That's a stairwell, so we can go back down there in a hot second, because I do want to go down. That's fine. But we can also go down here. Okay. So everybody down there should also be dead, because everybody was fighting the gun turrets, and I should not have to fight the gun turrets, because they are on my side. So we're good. What's that? Nothing? Okay. Detention cells. This is really cool from a design standpoint, because that's definitely 2D art with a filter over it, and it looks 3D the way you move past it. But then they don't have to, whoops, do that. They don't have to design more space. Oh, sniper ammo. That's fine. I don't need sniper ammo. Okay. So, the whole point of going through here is just to investigate, really. You notice the same droid-like chopper. Not necessarily. No, I didn't notice. I'm not as into the droids as much either. I guess one of the droids was the one voiced by Filoni, who's been in the show before, which I did not remember. And of course, Filoni voiced Chopper too. Where are these vents going? Neat. Well, I guess it's time to start system. I can't take any more combat ammo. I'm full up. This is the door out, I think. No, it's not. Where is this a door to? Oh, interesting. Interesting. Very interesting. What do we got here? Ewan's responsibility to the world. This appears to be some sort of office. Wanted. Personnel. This is where I just went. Oh, this is the other side of that laser hallway. And there's a vent, which we will also check out here in a hot second. Doesn't look like a lot of cells. It looks like a lot more interrogation rooms. But I guess the cells are those things I was pointing out before that were like 2D art. And not so much this area. Usually, I say there's a lot of fighting through here. Rex field notes. Function to suppress insurgents whenever unlawful assemblages or rebellion against the authority of the United States makes federal state proceedings. Application for National Guard under state control. Federal. Blah, blah, blah. Misconstruing the law to be able to do things. Blah, blah, blah. I'll take your energy bar. That sounds good. See, out here, all these dead guys are, these are the turrets. I turned those turrets to my side, and they killed all these guys for me. So I did not have to get into a big fight. And these are all different ways I could have snuck around. Like I could have hacked that door. There's several ways through this. Depending on... They do that so that you can kind of upgrade however you want. We've all been assigned a single terminal for the duration of the mission, which we'll use to communicate with the UO, the Dutchman HQ, and only 3 of us understood. I bear it. Maybe it was Chopper. I always said Chopper. Oh, that would be interesting. It could have been Chopper. FEMA had gone heard the president in turn. That could be. That's very interesting, Caleb. I might have to, whenever I rewatch it, I might have to look for that. Has the the fact file hasn't come out on that yet, right? So when they do the kind of episode guide, they might say that. Please advise that the following names have been attached to the annex list. There's some names. That's cool. I always wonder if those names on lists like that are like the game devs' next door neighbors or something. Okay, I've been this way because these doors are all open. So let's head this way. That's where I need to go, through that door. Yeah. Full up on combat rifle ammo. Alright. Now there are no detainees, so they either were getting the detainees out or they don't actually have the detainees yet, and they were just getting ready for them, which is possible. Let's check out the vent system real quick. I think this is the vent I've already been through, because the gate was up. There were a couple different ways you could go, so I probably went that way. Head this way. So again, like, this is a place where I could have stealthed through, but I'm mostly doing this in case I can get XP for going through the tunnels. But probably not at this point. Alright, let's have a look at the map. So I've been through all of these rooms in theory, and then there's this back wall. We've been through there. So we want to go through here. More of an area to explore. There is a stairwell up there, but I think we've been to that stairwell. Yes, we have. And then there's down below, which is eventually where the story goes, I think. I think this elevator takes us to down below. And down below, I'm pretty sure this is just a hallway, and then this is actually going to be a boss fight. Mild spoiler alert. And I'm not entirely sure I'm properly equipped for said boss fight. That's okay. Hey, 7984. Somewhere along the way, I got the code to the door, which is great. Did not need to hack.
Jensen, that frequency we tracked just got a burst of activity. I think these guys might be pulling out.
Yeah, I've kind of been getting that feeling. Any idea who's running the show?
They're using some kind of code. But from what I can gather, the guy giving the orders is still a level below you.
Nice job, Pritchard. I'll find him.
Dun 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 dun. Thank you, Pritchard. We are getting close. Don't want to get spotted by the camera. At this point, I don't remember if there's anybody else left who shoot at me, so I want to be careful. Hello, security terminal. I love that all of the security terminals apparently have the same password. That's very convenient. We'll turn off that security camera and nothing else seemingly connected. Hello. What have we here? Okay, inventory. We'll drop something so that I can pick this up. Go to my inventory. The nod to Rogue One was nice to see as well. Yeah. Definitely. I like that. I like how they're connecting it to all of this stuff that we... Like, I think it's really cool because that's all stuff that wouldn't have been there. Like, it wouldn't have been there if the episodes had gotten made. Like, those are just cool connections we get because the show is what it is. Like, because it got briefly canceled and because it came back. What am I looking at here? Okay, so this is where I want to go. I definitely have not been in all these rooms, so let's go back this way. So just as a fan, it felt really rewarding. Oh, look at all this stuff. So much stuff. Suspect in custody after Olympia bomb attack. The frick? Somebody is hostile, apparently. Oh, hello. There was somebody in that room. Hold on. I think I have a recent autosave. Yeah, we're gonna do that. This might be a mistake. So, this is what we'll do. We'll save here, but then we'll load the autosave. Because I want to see, there's supposedly something you can do with those two guys, but I might have missed it. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna crouch. Where am I at here? That's what we're gonna do. I think if you go up to them, you can overhear them talking. And I want to hear what they have to say.
What are you doing here?
Oh, never mind. Okay, well, fine.
Surround him! I've got you!
Oh shoot, I'm dead.
Hold it!
EMP grenade.
Search team, find him!
Search team, it's literally like you and one other guy.
Moving to the next search grid. Keep looking.
Nope. You're just a FEMA
Got a
guy.
man
I don't
down
want to
here.
kill you. You guys didn't ask for any of this. I have a question. During the siege, where was the Darksaber? Who had the Darksaber last? Palpatine? In Rebels, they get the Darksaber from a temple, right? They go back to Dathomir? So, like, Maul would have had it, and then Palpatine took Maul. And then does, where's Darksaber? Son of Dathomir. At the end of Son of Dathomir, does Maul have it? Let's see here. Palpatine is fighting Telzin. They get Maul off of Dathomir. Maul has it here in this comic. They take Maul away. Does Maul have it at the end of the comic? Maybe Maul leaves it behind on Dathomir. Because in Rebels, don't they find it? Wasn't it? No, was it? Was it Malachor? Because I remember there's, you know, I shouldn't be leading the game like this because I could get shot. They go to that temple, and there's, maybe it was Malachor, maybe you're right. But like Ezra finds the lightsaber and it's a green crossguard lightsaber, and everyone thought it was really cool because it was a lightsaber like Kylo's. Wherever that place was, that's where they found the Darksaber in Rebels. I'm sure it's on Wikipedia. If you just go to Wikipedia and look up Darksaber, like they probably have it. I did really want to hear what these FEMA guys had to say, though. Let's try it one more time. We'll try really hard not to get spotted until after we hear them talk. These FEMA guys just apparently pay a lot of really good attention. Turn invisible. No, looks like they're just hanging out. Is there anything to get in there? Can't hear what they're saying. Guys, we don't have to be enemies.
Gotta trigger the alarm.
Yes, we do. Well, that didn't work out particularly well. Let's reload. It's gonna reload to my other one though, because that was the latest one. That's okay. Either way, these guys are going down. I just don't want to kill them. Because these guys are the only two guys who are here who are, like, actually FEMA. They didn't do anything wrong.
Keep them pinned down. I've got you. Need a better spot.
You need to, like, actually come out here. Where are you guys going?
Lost contact.
I really was hoping to find something to tell me who they were. That's okay. Hello, Vent. I know this is thrilling for everybody involved. At least I still got the XP for going through here. I'm really just dragging my feet because I know there's a boss fight that I don't want to do coming up. If you really want to know the truth. Alright. See what we got. Money! I do have an augment I can grab. But now that I'm this far, I don't know. I could run back. Okay. And use... Oh, I don't think opening up a whole level of my inventory would let me get any of the special guns I found, so that probably wouldn't actually help. Okay, hold on. Inventory. This. Grab the painkillers. Inventory. Use. And then we'll pick this back up. You're right, it was the Night Sisters lair in Dathomir after the second battle. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I didn't remember it super well, but I just remember seeing Ezra grab that saber. And based off the Innocent of Dathomir, it would make sense if Maul dropped it And so then it stayed there. And or if he ever was able to go back. That's good stuff, but we don't really need it. Hello, bathrooms. Anything interesting in here? Have I been through all of these rooms? No. I have not. Do not go through this doorway. Nothing interesting hidden in the bathrooms. Okay. Enough dragging of my feet. Let us go forth and continue our way to a boss fight. That is gonna be fun. We're gonna have a blast. I need to be more careful though because we've been through here. That's right, I went through here and I backtracked. I remember now. So let's go this way. But there could still be more people around. I need to be careful. That's okay. That's good, but I honestly don't have enough energy cells to where it's really useful anyway. Isn't like a bunch of servers in your medical bay. That screams good medicine. Pocket secretary, thank you. Look, it's not your fault. You couldn't have predicted the extent to which one man would go through to ensure that his assets stay loyal. The important thing is none of them died, and because of that, we still have a chance to make real change. If any other surgeon had been in that room instead of you, I doubt we'd be saying that. What does that mean? What does that mean? Alright, let's do the same thing again. We will drop. I don't really need that. I could drop that and go back and pick some stuff up. That's okay. And then we'll go to inventory, use, and then we'll grab. There you go. Elevator time. Definitely needs an elevator conversation. Or not, maybe. Usually you have a lot of good conversations in elevators in this game. Boss fight time. So I'm just gonna go ahead and tell you, because the first time I walked through here, I was like, oh no, bad things could be around any corner. Around any corner. There's nothing bad until the boss fight itself. But they do a great job of making you feel terrified. They really explain this whole something bad really about to happen thing. Okay, so I have another augment. What would I like to use that for during the boss fight? I only have one, so I can only upgrade something I already have. I could add an energy bar. Or I could speed up recharge. That also might not be a bad thing. But he doesn't really have many... Radar system won't help me. There's a lot of security in the room. What does this do? Protects against the effects of concussion grenades. That might, I don't know, remember if he uses concussion grenades, but that might not be a bad thing. Elsewise, I could use it to make hacking easier. Okay, I think I'm actually going to not use it, and I'm going to go through it once. And just kind of figure out what's in there. Go ahead and save. And then once I kind of know what the room's like and what augment would help me the most, because like I've played this before, but I don't really like remember everything that's going on in that room. And last time I played through on my New Game Plus when I had more abilities, I discovered a whole bunch of new stuff, but I don't actually remember what I'll be able to do. That's not what I meant to do. 8. Load that in. Yes, that's what I meant to do. And then 7. Here goes nothing. So that's Barrett. He's the guy that we've been hearing correspondence about and a lot of the emails we've been reading. Ow.
Well, looky here. We got us a Boy Scout.
He must be the one who mucked up my operation at the morgue.
Get rid of him, Barrett.
Oh, that's gonna be a pleasure.
Here we go. Of course you have a gun for an arm. Why wouldn't you? Time to boogie, time to boogie, time to boogie. I'm gonna climb the ladder. Get up, get up, get up, get up. Okay, we're gonna actually save from up here, because then we don't have to go through that cutscene again, and being up here is a good start. Now, beneath me, there's some security stuff that we could do. He can't shoot you as well from up here. You also, conveniently enough, cannot shoot him as well from up here. Ow. That would be a compression grenade, I think.
You know, I don't need to see you to kill you. You like pineapples, kid?
You like pineapples? Grenade.
That's enough. You're gonna pay for that.
Looks like he's over there poisoning himself, which is nice.
You're gonna pay for that.
Ow. Frick. Now he's just shooting wildly. But down by where he's at, I can get to an area where I can access some security. But I can also do that from here. Ow. Now, he might not be too hard to just straight fight, but I have a feeling he's going to be. Come on,
Access
got it.
granted.
Okay. Open doors. Turrets are not connected to this computer. Right. Okay. So I need to get to the other computer where I can access the turrets. But the doors are open now.
I'm gonna take my time with you, boy.
Yeah, well, you're gonna have to, because I'm gonna keep moving.
Teach you a little something about pain.
Get back in the tunnel. So now those doors over there are open. That's what I wanted. Load in my auto hack device. Now, is there anything over here? Any better way down? I don't think so. It's all down.
Hey, boy, I think I remember you now. You're that Sarah Pentecost, right? What the hell do you think you're coming here? You should have left well enough alone. That knows where you belong.
Come on. Hack. So these are auto hack devices. Use. Set turrets to enemies. Turn off security cameras. Disconnect. So far, so good. Where does this vent go? Hey, Cal! We've been going through the FEMA camp base. We found out that FEMA was taken over by some sort of shadow organization. And now we're in a boss fight. And we are fighting the boss the stealthy way. I'm getting computers to do stuff for me. Why can't I move the cardboard box? So if he came over here... Shoot. I can't lift it, dang it. Yes, you tell Barrett that I'm over here. Tell him to come this way. You like throwing things? I like throwing things. Come on. Come over here. Okay, screw this. This is what we're gonna do. Augments. Arm. Lift heavy objects. Confirm. Hello, turret. So Barrett's now starting to come down this hallway. So we're just gonna do this. No, don't throw crap.
Hey, boy. I think I remember you. Shit, right? What the hell were you thinking coming here?
This turret is not facing a helpful direction.
Your nose where it didn't belong.
Oh shoot. Get up, 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 get up. Crouch. Get in the vent. You can heal in the vent. That turret would be wrecking him if it was facing the right direction. Come on, just step in front of the turret. Come on, turret friend. Help me. Dang it. Where is he? Come on, turret friend. Come on, turret friend. Yes. Go, turret friend, go. Got him. Got 2 headshots on him with a shotgun because he was busy shooting at the turret. That's the way to do it.
Don't die on me yet. This Boy Scout's got a few questions to ask. Your leader, the one who called you Barrett. Who is he? Why is FEMA sending you after Seraph Industries?
FEMA? You think FEMA gives a rat's ass about some rinky-dink biotech corporation's company secrets? You got worse enemies than FEMA.
Yeah? Like who? Who?
Get to Shanghai. Hangshan Court Gardens. Penthouse. Tell him. Tell him.
Tell him what? Tell him what? So if you've played the game before, oh no.
Tell him Barrett sent you straight to hell!
Run!
Jensen, what's going on down there? Those soldiers just sixed out like you wouldn't believe.
They see you?
No, I was flying dark in case it got hot. You all right?
I'm fine. Patch me to Seraph.
I'm getting you out of here first. Get to the LZ. I'll pick you up there.
Yeah, my new motto should definitely be, come on, turret friend. 100%. So there you go. So if you've played the game before, his arm said Tai Young Medical, which is not really going to be too much of a spoiler because that doesn't mean anything to anybody who hasn't played the game before. Oh, blood splatter. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's not what it would look like. That's a thing later in the game. Like, you eventually go to Tai Young Medical. And so it's just a cool connection. Oh, hey! Sexy robot. So, there's tons of stuff in this room. Tons of ways you can handle it. I handled it in such a way where I didn't actually have to fight Barrett head-to-head particularly a whole lot. I went in here and I just hacked the computer, basically. And then I carried a turret out to him, which was pretty exciting. Definitely a fine way to handle it. Where would this have taken me? Out of curiosity. Well, hello. Where does this go? Well, hello. What is this room? Oh, this is the room I was just in. Never mind. I got really excited for a hot second. I was like, this is new, and it's not new. There's nothing new about it. I just like seeing where all the tunnels go. And then I think if we get in here, I don't usually hack this because there's not a lot of time, but like, let's hack it real fast. We have the time. Woo, this is messy.
Access denied.
No! Let's try it again. Oh, never mind. We could auto. It's not worth it. It's just loot, and we go to Hengsha. I can't remember if we actually go to Hengsha next or if we actually go back to Detroit for a little bit. Man, that was only an hour and a half. I thought it would be a little bit longer. But I guess we started the level at the end of the last stream, so that makes sense. Time to get to the LZ. Go back to Farida. Hengshi, yes! There are 2 points where we go back to Hengshi. There's a, you'll actually, I really hope you, like, I stream at times you can watch. I'll have to, like, check with you, because I'm really curious how accurate it is. In the same way I get a kick out of, like, the Michigan stuff in this game. I really want to know how you feel about the China stuff in this game. Because, like, a lot of the Michigan stuff in this game is not necessarily accurate, but it's not necessarily inaccurate either. But I'm curious. I think how you spelled it. We're gonna find out here in a hot second.
You ready to get out of here, Jensen?
Yes.
Yeah,
I'm ready.
Take us back to Seraph Industries.
Okay, we're going back to
Not too
Sarah
soon if
first.
you ask me.
You'll see the spelling here in
Strap
a
and
second.
hold on.
I think it's how you spelled it. Actually, I thought it ended in an A and not an E. But I don't know how to spell anything, so. Back to Seraph Industries. I really do like the art style in this game.
Jensen, I need to speak with you. Meet me in your office right away.
I'd love to, Francis, but I have to debrief Seraph first.
I suppose you could, or you could hear what I have to say and see if that doesn't change things. Pritchard out.
Ooh, he wants to see me in the office. Hey, Farida.
I can't believe it, Jensen. An internment camp smack dab in the middle of Detroit. Shit. You know, people have been talking about these kind of things ever since I was a kid. But to actually find evidence, to know the people running this country distrust us so much, makes you wonder if they really did close Guantanamo.
I love this game. Okay, so we can go talk to Pritchard. What are all these things yelling at me? Oh, right, we still haven't finished this cloak and dagger thing, so we can do that this stream also. And then we can meet with Pritchard or go straight to the house, but we're gonna meet with Pritchard first.
Barely 3 days
And then we'll finish up the...
We need everyone on high alert. It's not only the pro-Augs who might want to get at Taggart, but the ones against them too.
You're saying that pro-human activists might see this visit as treachery?
I'm just saying anything is possible, so keep your eyes out for suspicious characters.
Right.
No one relaxes until Taggart and his entourage are out of the building.
Taggart's here? Oh, that's interesting.
But there was just something about Taggart that I found...
What do you want?
As much as I hate to admit it, I need your help. That signal you shut down in DRB territory. It's been active for almost a year.
You're telling me someone outside this company has had access to our network since before the first attack?
I've detected intrusions before and shut them down swiftly every time. But whoever designed this particular algorithm is good. Very good.
You've told Sarif?
See, here's the thing. The intrusions were possible because of a backdoor access into our security system that I never even knew existed.
The one Sanders' team used to get inside our plant.
I've worked here for 7 years, Jensen, and this is the first time I've seen that particular access route. David Sarif created it specifically to bypass the firewall. He's hiding something, and I think you should find out what it is.
Why me?
Because, as far as I can tell, Sarif created that access and was streaming a lot of data through it shortly after your ex-girlfriend suggested he hire you.
Interesting. So, basically, the boss of the whole building created a backdoor into his own security network. Didn't tell his security guy about it.
Don't you have some investigating to do?
And we don't know why, but there was a lot of stuff going on before I was hired. Interesting. I wonder with all of my augments if I get too close to load. Well, hello, Taggart.
Excuse me.
Mr. Jensen, isn't it?
Sir, you have that charity dinner?
In a moment, Isaiah. I was hoping I might run into you, Mr. Jensen. Bill Taggart.
The founder of the Humanity Front. I know who you are.
Yes. Yes, I imagine you do. As David Sarif's top security man, I imagine you have quite the file on me. But I assure you, Mr. Jensen, I am devastated by recent events.
Really?
I do not support what you and your company are doing to mankind. I believe it's extremely dangerous. But abolishing human enhancement technologies will only be achieved through legal means.
I'll keep that in mind.
This is your first day back since the accident 6 months ago, isn't it?
The accident where all these things saved my life?
What happened to
Yes.
me was no accident.
Ah, my mistake. But it must have been stressful facing down a second incident so soon. I imagine it brought back all kinds of
What are you getting at,
unpleasant
Taggart?
memories.
Confront. Stay cool. I appreciate your concern, but it was nothing I couldn't handle.
I appreciate your concern, Mr. Taggart, but it was nothing I couldn't handle.
I'm a psychologist, Mr. Jensen. I know when a man is hiding behind words. The flesh may heal, but the mind is not always so resilient. You might want to keep that in mind. Now, if you'll be so kind as to excuse me.
Let him leave. Challenge him, not just yet. You have about what question him. I'm curious. What do you let's question him. What do you hope to accomplish by coming here?
I'm curious about something, Mr. Taggart. What is it you hope to accomplish by coming here tonight?
I would think that would be obvious. Your company has been viciously targeted. The violence and bloodshed that's occurred, it must be stopped. But I'm afraid it won't be until men of wisdom and understanding come to an agreement.
About what?
About the future, Mr. Jensen. This enhancement technology threatens to change the course of human evolution, to redefine what it even means to be human. You think governments can afford to let that go unregulated?
You can't stop progress, Mr. Taggart.
Perhaps not. But neither can we afford to sit by and watch it happen on its own.
Interesting.
Not when we have the ability, the collective will, and foresight to influence it.
I see. Thank you for illuminating me.
Anytime.
I think this game is really interesting because it really does make you think about, like, what if we could change the human body like this?
You're Taggart's aide, aren't you? Dr. Isaiah Sandoval, isn't it?
No need to play ignorant, Mr. Jensen. I am quite sure you have a file on me that's as thick as the one you have on Mr. Taggart.
You're an outspoken activist in your own right, Dr. Sandoval.
When you have seen the things that I have, you find you have no choice but to stand up and be counted. Frankly, I am surprised an ex-cop like yourself isn't more disturbed by the dangers of this technology.
Augmentations help a lot of people, Doc. Handicapped, war vets.
Yes, but at what cost? My own friend had his life ruined by these so-called enhancements of yours. A man much like you who had no choice but to become augmented. Yet once he was, too much power can make you do terrible things, Mr. Jensen.
Interesting.
I suggest you think long and hard on that.
Ask about his friend. Let's ask. I'd like to hear about it.
I'd like to hear more about your friend, Dr. Sandoval. What exactly did he do?
Nothing.
Was he injured in the Gulf?
He went on a rampage in a shopping mall, if you must know, hoping to be gunned down by the police, rather than face a lifetime battling augmentation addiction.
He was addicted to augments?
They don't talk about it in those corporate brochures of yours, do they? Neuroposine dependency, rejection psychosis, any number of physical and psychological ills have resulted from this technology, and yet we rarely hear a word about them.
I'm sure the literature is out there.
No thanks to the throng of corporate lawyers attempting to stop it.
Your friend, did he succeed? Did he suicide by cop?
No. Bill Taggart talked him down.
So that's why you're so loyal to the guy. Got it. Makes sense. Why are there two objectives? Oh, okay. That's why. Can we chat?
Athena, you've been at this company a long time.
I hope that's not a comment about my age, Adam.
No. But I know nothing gets by you. If Sarif had done something that could
Isaiah's
compromise us...
or Taggart?
Mr. Sarif has only the best interests of this company in mind, Adam.
I'm not
Like
questioning
the
Aren't
aide
you?
with the friend or
I've
the...
been here since the beginning.
the
I've
activist
seen
guy.
how he built this up from nothing. He cares for his people. He truly believes what we're doing is important, and he would never do anything to jeopardize it.
I shouldn't have brought it up.
No, you shouldn't have.
Wow.
Now, if you'll excuse
She's
me,
touchy.
I'm busy.
She's very touchy. Use the door. I want to save real quick. Hey, boss.
Boss, we need to talk.
Is something wrong?
I'm not sure. Did you set up a private access route to bypass the company firewall right before you hired me?
What?
Pritchard said someone's been using it to access our system since before the first attack. The security measures he and I set in place never stopped them because we didn't even know the loophole existed.
Oh, I see. Frank's fixed that, though, right?
He has now, but he's wondering why you never mentioned it.
Frank's paranoid, Adam. You know that. Can a busy man forget things once in a
Yeah,
while?
you can just forget a
You
major
streamed an awful
backdoor.
lot of data through that portal, boss. Right before you brought me on board. Pritchard may be paranoid, but I gotta admit, I'm wondering what was in it too.
Yeah, as an ex-cop, I guess you would. But the important thing is you found the hole and plugged it. We're secure now. And the information you uncovered in that FEMA facility may actually help us track these guys. So let's just stay focused on what's important.
I like his classy arm. Alright. So we want to figure out what's going on. So there's a tendency to shift blame, but will back down rapidly if resistance is felt. But he's not afraid to use his authority. So we could placate. Of course you're right. Refocus. I want to, believe me, I want to catch these guys badly as needed. Right now there is a security crisis. Fang. Placate. Let's try refocus. I want to, believe me, I want to catch these guys.
Adam,
I'm reading.
are we done here?
I'm reading. We're gonna refocus.
I want to, believe me. I want to catch these guys as badly as you do. But that breach is responsible for every security crisis we've had, including today's. If you want me to stop these guys, I need to know what kind of data they've had access to.
You're right, you're right. I'm sorry if I seem evasive.
But there's something you're not getting here, Adam. Business is war, with no clear battleground
So
and
his
no
persuasion
rules to
level
keep our
went up.
enemies honest. In this company, I'm the commander-in-chief, and I have to be ready for anything, and I will do anything to ensure that I am. Now, I hired you because I needed a general I could trust, one who knows how to obey orders.
Dun dun dun. Alright, so. Whoa, don't get me wrong, boss. I'm not questioning your leadership, I'm just concerned. Boss, I think we're getting sidetracked here. If you want me to win this war for you, I need to know how badly we've been compromised. Defend. I think I proved myself. Nah. Let's refocus again.
Boss, I think we're getting sidetracked here. If you want me to win this war for you, I need to know how badly we've been compromised. I need to know what was in that data stream, in case our enemies accessed it.
No, Adam. I am not getting sidetracked.
I can see that
I'm
about
trying to
Taggart.
give you a message, but apparently you can't take a hint. You disappoint me, son. What happened 6 months ago was a tragedy,
Oh,
plain
wow.
and simple.
We went down.
I realize you lost more than most of us that day. But I can't have you overreacting like this. Questioning me about things that don't even matter. Megan believed in you. Can't you just leave it at that?
Dang it. Let's not refocus this time. Let's activate some pheromones. I don't know his personality type though, but he's probably an alpha.
Boss, I really don't understand why you're giving me the runaround. When you hired me, I said I'd give you the best I could, but I can't protect us if you keep hamstringing my every move. If you won't level with me and tell me what it is you're hiding, then I'm out of here. I quit.
Adam, wait. You can't leave us. We need you. Now more than ever. All right. Look, the truth is, I set up a confidential data channel for a private investigator, someone who can run covert background checks on people, potential new recruits, like you.
You what?
I had to, Adam. You were a liability, remember?
Dun dun dun.
You'd just been fired from SWAT. Now, Megan believed in you, but I had to be sure. Look, I don't want this to come between us. I'll send the files to your computer. You can see for yourself what he dug up. But Adam, you'd better be sure.
Why? What do you mean?
I mean, sometimes the past should stay in the past. Once you see that data, you can't unring the bell. When you're ready, come back and talk to me. We need to discuss our next move.
Dun dun dun. Okay, so we were able to do that. Now we do need to talk to him to move the story forward. I'm just not ready to move the story forward. Because we confronted him about the week, and I want to kind of handle everything else here. I'm pretty sure if we talk to him, then we eventually end up going to the next stage. And I want to finish these the side objective here, and I want to go read our information. So now we can go here, pop open this. Words aren't enough, Mr. Jensen. I meant what I said at the plant today. You saved my life. Or what is that? Well, you probably know what I thought. Please let me repay you. Okay, we already know that. Okay. So these are all of Seraph's emails from the private investigator. I had a friend at GeneView Labs run a test on the records you asked for. Does your subject know that neither of his parents are his birth parents? Ah, so we were adopted. That surprised me. The mother was sterile according to those old medical records I dug up, but his dad carries no common phenotypes either. See for yourself. So we have Margie and Arthur Jensen, born in 1993 probably, but no chance of parentage. So that's part of what Seraph was talking about. Brent, it wasn't easy, but I finally backtraced some of Margie and Arthur Jensen's past through their medical files. Arthur Jensen has enough connections through his old Desert Storm buddies, turned security consultants, to have a certain records pulled, which is why the family is a ghost, but he couldn't hide Margie's records. For a period of 8 years, Arthur relied on the insurance policy of his then-employer, White Helix Labs, to pay for his wife's medication. She was an antidepressant since 14 and needed regular prescriptions. When White Helix Lab burned down, all its files and employment records were lost, and the Jensens stayed invisible mostly. Here's the thing, one minute Adam doesn't exist, and the next the Jensen has himself a bouncing and healthy 5-year-old. That's when they pull their vanishing act. So, on a hunch, I sniffed around some more, and sure enough, the Jensens had tried adopting kids from several Michigan agencies, but Margie was deemed unfit as a parent. Next thing you know, they have Adam. There's no real trail saying how he was placed in their hands. Dun dun dun. Mr. Seraph, I found Adam Jensen's psych evaluation following the SWAT incident with the augmented team. That's the one where, if you remember when we talked to his friend at the police station, a kid got shot. I managed to sneak a look at the folder, but I couldn't copy it, at least not yet. I'll be honest with you, the psych eval doesn't paint a pretty picture. It mentions the problems with authority figures, disregard for the chain of command, anger management issues, and potential PTSD. Here's the thing, when you hired me, you said you wanted me to read between the lines, so here it is. The evaluation reads like fiction. I'm thinking a pissed-off superior wanted Jensen off the force and had the evaluation worded to read just cause. But most of the rank and file I spoke to respected and liked Jensen. They thought he was a real straight shooter and even thought the SWAT incident soured his reputation a little. Still, even my source liked him enough to want to keep the psych eval buried. Adam... Oh, and this is the stuff we already know. Oh, this guy. Yo, Mr. Welcome back. I didn't think we were going to listen. Can you do me a favor? Not in the office these days. Sarah has me working over the temp labs. Somebody told me a few people have been broken into. Man, that ain't right. If you get a chance, could you go to room 30 and just make sure no one's been there messing with my stuff? Thank you for giving the code to the guy who's been breaking into all the offices. I will go there now. Room
Athena tells me you spoke to Sarif. Did he happen to tell you why he made us look like idiots?
I'm handling it.
You can imagine how relieved I am to hear that. I'll tell you what. While you follow any lead Sarif spoon-feeds you, I'm going to do what I should have done in the first place and backtrace that signal.
That's your pride talking. Still, get back to me if you find something.
You meant when?
Pretty sure I didn't.
So we found out that, there's a lot of mysterious incidences, whatever. A lot of mysterious things with our parents, apparently. Well, now that we were given a door into this office, just go ahead and help myself. Project Basilisk. I need to head over to the temple lab for a few days and take lead on Basilisk. Implant shouldn't be causing molecular degradation in the late game. I also can't explain it. Miss Shevchenko. Cal, your wife's an opera fan, right? My friend at Ficus just sent over 2 tickets for Metamorphoso. Do you want them? Okay, well, let's head out and do, we'll head out and we'll turn in this mission, this floating blue mission, and then I think it's ready to go on to Hengshi, whatever the place is. But if we do that, I think we lose the ability to do this side quest, so we're going to do that first. And then I'll probably leave the next thing for the next stream. This will probably not be a particularly long stream. I just wanted to do something today. It's all the way over there. Oh, that's right, because we have to go talk to Jenny. That's right. We have to go do that. And we can either give her the gun or not give her the gun. Do I want the gun?
Welcome to the Detroit Automated Information.
don't know that I want the gun where we're going next, but I do like the gun. So I'm a little torn if I want to give it to her or not. I might just give it to her. The crossbow. That would be this thing. It is pretty sweet. I can't lie. It just also takes up a large portion of my inventory. But I'll be getting a Praxis kit, and at that point I'll be able to... It's not the only time you can get a crossbow in the game. It's just a really early point you can get a crossbow. What's up, punk? Once we get more level ups, we'll have to do a stealth. Actually, I don't think we have a lot more time to really do it. Like, we could try to punch that guy out and sneak away. We'll see. We're almost there. We're almost there. Am I going the right way? Yes. She is right around this corner. Are there? That's neat. This crossbow is just nice because it's silenced, so like when you use it, it doesn't let anybody know you fired your gun.
Did you get everything? We have to get that son of a bitch, Jensen.
Complete quest.
I think I have everything.
Excellent, Jensen. I knew I could trust you. My guys got their hands on Double T, and you identified the shipment. Apparently you weren't so subtle with the last part, but hey, at least the job is done. What else you got?
I paid a little B&E visit to O'Malley's apartment. I found a stash of illegal drugs. Not much, but enough to get him convicted.
Great work. Found something else?
I managed to hack into his personal account. I think you might want to check any connection O'Malley has with FEMA. There's definitely something going on there.
Good. The more dirt we dig up on that asshole, the better our chances to put him away for good. Got anything else?
No, that about covers it.
So we can either give her the crossbow, or I think
O'Malley's plan was to start a controlled gang war between the derelict row ballers and the Motor City bangers. You might want to check into that.
Really? All right, I'll keep that in mind when I review all the evidence.
Oh, we have to, because I would have put it somewhere. That's funny.
O'Malley never mentioned any weapon. He just wanted the witness dead.
Just wanted the witness dead, huh? All right. Well, I've got enough evidence against O'Malley anyway. Let's just hope it doesn't fall into the wrong hands.
You don't have to
Right,
actually
Jensen?
leave.
Well, that's it. You did a great job. Here's the stuff I promised you. We've got more than enough to nail him now, and I want to make a move before that son of a bitch gets wise. But I ain't got no backup, and I doubt he'll go down peacefully. You've already done the bulk of the job. You want to put the finishing touches on yourself?
I think it's best you make the rest yourself. It'll be my pleasure. Yeah, let's do it.
It'll be my pleasure.
Perfect. My contact tells me O'Malley's gone back to his apartment. Go get him. I'll be waiting for you in the alley near the building once you've taken care of that scumbag.
Let's go take care of him. Where do we need to go? That way. Okay. We're walking
Need
the right
some
way.
sugar stack?
No. I do not, but thank you for asking. Can I get that new augment? 60 practice points. Oh no, I got one. Oh, because I found the one. Okay, so let's go to your... There we go. Now our inventory is much larger. Yay! I'm gonna leave that stun gun there. I probably left it there on purpose before. For in case, I ever lose my stun gun, I can get it from somewhere. The tranq darts don't really... Do I have any now? No. The tranq darts don't matter because I... No, they do matter because I do... No, they don't. I don't have a tranq rifle. So just having those somewhere where I could get them. Oops. Not what I meant to do. is nice. Serif puppets, it says. Lies! Fight power! Let's go! We're gonna go punch a man in the face. Da da da. Let's go punch a man in the face. This time on purpose. He's not even like a hobo that we punch in the face on accident.
Mr. Jensen. Don't know why I didn't recognize you the first time.
Oh, now you know me.
Here to make sure your treachery is complete.
Fight. Disdainful. Cold. What's happening here shouldn't come as a surprise.
You play a dangerous game, O'Malley. Manipulating people, killing them. What's happening here shouldn't come as a surprise. It's an inevitable consequence.
In the end, it seems you and I aren't so different, Mr. Jensen. You too seem to consider this world only through cold, hard facts.
Whatever. I'm here to arrest you. I strongly suggest you consider a peaceful resolution.
I'm afraid I won't be able to comply, Mr. Jensen. But allow me to make you a different offer.
Sit. Let's hear him out.
I'm listening.
I don't resent you for what you did. You played your cards and alliances well, and it's something I can respect. Still, it doesn't mean that I accept defeat. I'm willing to transfer to you a rather enviable sum in exchange for my freedom.
Nope.
I don't think so. No more games. You're going down.
Then I don't get the opportunity to punch him in the face. Now I get to punch you in the face. What is underneath you? It's the same thing as that. Okay. Well, I punched you in the face. That was pretty satisfying, I'm not gonna lie. Face punching. I didn't really get to punch that many people in the face when we were at the FEMA camp because I had to shoot them in the face instead. So it's kind of satisfying to just actually get to punch somebody. Let's go talk to our contact. Lazarus.
So? What happened?
I punched him in the face.
He looked a bit tired and it made him grumpy. He's asleep now. All that's left to do is go in there and cuff him.
I've always liked your style, Jensen. I know I've said it a couple of times already, but thanks. You've done a really good thing today. It's been a pleasure working with you again. Just like old times, eh?
Mm-hmm.
Good luck with, well, whatever it is your cute ass is working on these days.
Nothing like a video game where everyone's in love with me. That's the best kind of video game. Okay. Let's see here. I think we've done all the things, because we've been... The only place we haven't been is here, and you can't go there till later in the game. So I think that's it. I think that's what we got.
You did a good thing, Jensen. Once a good cop, oh.
So I guess we can go talk to Seraph again then. And then Cal can get his answer to the name of the city we're going to. There is stuff on top of that roof. I just can't get up on that roof at the moment because I didn't get jumpy legs. Eliza. Am I going the right way? No. I was about to go the wrong way. I need to go that way. Ah! That is the opera they were telling me about. Hello, train. I really do like this map. There's a lot of cool stuff. So, you know, I'm always paranoid that there's something I didn't find or something I didn't explore, but like, We've been basically everywhere. Into Seraph headquarters we go. To the elevator. I think we have to go up a little. No, this will work. Here we go. Now watch as it turns out I didn't need to do all of this beforehand, but that's fine. I just couldn't remember if it forces you. I don't think so. I think we talked to Sarah, and then he's like, go get in the airplane when you're ready. But just in case, I decided to let him stew on everything first.
Here, this is for you. It's a corporate passport encoded with your biometrics. I've set up a false flag routing which should get you to Henshaw Island without any problems.
You're sending me to China? What about FEMA?
FEMA's got nothing to do with this, trust me. We'll have better luck in China.
How can you say that? I saw the bastard who killed Megan pulling his men out of that facility. I left one of those men dead in its underground storage bay.
I know that, Adam. Frank was monitoring the whole thing. So I also know that before he died, that man gave you an address in China. I want you to check it out.
That doesn't make any sense.
Look, Adam.
Yes, it does.
There's a reason this company's under attack. You think it has to do with the Typhoon or with some other top secret military project that I haven't told you about?
The thought had crossed my mind.
Yeah, well, it doesn't. The work Megan's team was doing before they were killed, it was redefining what it means to be human. This company,
which route?
Seraph Industries, was about to lead mankind to its next stage in human development. Self-controlled evolution. Can't you see how scary that can be to some people?
Yeah.
Sure. I also see how lucrative it can be for some others.
It's never been about money for me, Adam.
Sure.
But you're right. There are people out there who don't exactly feel the same.
Like who?
I'm hoping you'll be able to find that answer for us in China. So get going. Farida's prepping the chopper.
Because I know there's, at the landing pad for the chopper, there's a place I can hack into, but I think I need a level 5, which is why I haven't gone to look at it yet. I don't know if I've been to the roof of Seraph, though. So I can't go back out this door now.
You have your orders, Adam. Meet Farida at the helipad as soon as you're ready to leave.
I wonder what that number calls. 248 is a Detroit number, though. That's, 248 is a Detroit area code. So that's funny. What do you say? Hello, helicopter. She's got a bag ready to go, clearly. He likes baseball. That's funny. My real-life boss likes baseball. However, my real-life boss does not, as far as I'm aware, have a robotic hand. So, not a complete one-to-one comparison. Is she still mad at me?
Sorry, Adam, I can't help you right now. I'm trying to deal with the fallout from the Taggart meeting.
She's probably still mad at me. Let's go down the elevator. Okay, so the next stream will go to Hengsha. And I probably won't even go there at the end of the stream. That way when we go there fresh, like, we can start the area fresh and see the cutscene and everything. There's a lot of stuff to do there. It's a really long level, so it might not be done in one stream. But then we can enjoy that. But I'm about 90% sure when we go, the game's gonna say, like, hey, when you come back, things will be different. But I don't think there's anything else that we, like, haven't done. Before we go, Hengsha is an island north of Shanghai. That sounds familiar. Are they gonna get mad at me if I hack into their room? There's an Alex's room. Do I have security rating of 4? I do. If we hack in here, do you think she'll have... Oh, you meant the gas... Oh, I can hack my way to the top of the gas station roof? I can hack my way to the top of the gas station roof? We're really close to the gas station, and I don't quite feel like ending the stream, but I also don't feel like starting the next area. So let's go hack our way to the gas station room. Assuming I have a high hack level. I know you can jump up there, because I got up there before when I got super legs, and I could jump. How close am I to being able to do that? Because I might want to make that my next. So I have 1 Praxis kit. If I get 2, yeah, we'll wait. Hello, train. You have graffiti on you. How does that make you feel?
We had the place surrounded, and we were ordered to hang back. Since when do we take orders from David Sarif?
Since the start of this game. It literally means sideways sand due to the east-west orientation of the island. That's awesome. It does make sense that it's an island now that I think about its geography. So I can hack my way to the roof. Do I have to go inside? No. Do I have anything I want to sell? Anything I don't care that much about? Not particularly. But I could... I have slots, right? Yeah, so I could... Let's see if he has any...
What's your pleasure, friend?
I would like to see if you have weapon upgrades. You do. You have a tranq rifle also. That's really tempting. Kind of want a tranq rifle. I kind of really... I have a fair amount of money.
Always a pleasure.
And I could go back and get that tranq ammo. Combine with the shotty. Combine with the combat rifle. The tranq rifle will probably take up like all of my slots. Let's go ahead and buy it because I want it. Yeah, you can jump up there. I'll show you. No, I don't want to sell anything. I want to buy the tranq rifle. And we'll go...
Be sure to tell all your friends. Just not the cops.
I have so many guns now. I have a ridiculous amount of guns. Yeah, and I'll have enough room for the tranq ammo, so that's good. I will go get that. I'll show you. If you have jump legs, you can jump up there and jump onto the roof. I wonder, actually, if I find crates, maybe I can do that now. But I literally don't even know, where do you hack? Like, where do you hack your way to the roof? Dang it. Come on. This is so fun and fascinating. Ah, that's very cool. Yeah, you'll dig it. The next stream, you'll have a really good time. I will... Well, maybe I can get up there and drop down. That might be a possibility. I just need something I can stack. I'm sure there's a crate around here somewhere. Can I move this now? Yeah. Don't mind me, I'm just moving this giant dumpster. It's fine. You can see if you watch my batteries, it does use up my battery power. No one care that I'm just carrying this dumpster, it's fine. It's totally fine. Totally fine. I want to pick up the locked door by the billboard. Right now, I'm just really focused on whether or not this works. And then I will try it your way also. Haha! You cannot defeat me. But I definitely can't make it up there without super legs. Okay, locked door by the billboard. Locked door by... Like that billboard? There's also this ladder. This is what I was thinking of. Oh yeah, locked door by the billboard. Huh. I don't have level 4 hack though. And I don't feel like using one of my auto hacks on it when I know that I can get there. So eventually I'll unlock this door and then I can get over there. Okay. That's interesting. Help me remember to do that, Bobcat, the next time I'm in Detroit. Because eventually I'll level my hack up. I walked all the way over for that dumb dumpster and there's all these things over here. I want to see if I can't maneuver this one more time though. So like, can jump on top of these barrels. I just don't get why it won't let me pick a barrel up. If I stand on top of this barrel, I can move the other barrel. Dang it! No! It's like it won't let me. No! I guess this is not a flat surface. Oh. Anyway, you can do that if you have super legs. That's the point I'm trying to make. If you have super legs, you can do that. Whoops. Put that away, Jensen. Okay, we'll run back and I'll save just outside of Malik's ship. And then next time we'll go to Hangsha. Which will be cool.
Yeah.
Now, when we stream this game yet next, I don't know. Because tomorrow I'm probably not going to do anything. Just to give myself a break. And then Monday is going to be discussing the finale of the Clone Wars. Sure, not at work. Hopefully we can coordinate this. Monday will be Clone Wars discussion. Tuesday will be discussion of the making of The Mandalorian. Wednesday might be another break day, to be completely honest. But we'll see. Somewhere in there I'm going to need to do a KOTOR stream. And also, I guess Friday maybe. But I want to keep playing, I'll show you this thing over here. Friday, I also want to keep playing Chimera Squad. We hadn't visited this game for a little while. So I'll keep in touch with you guys. Always let me know what you guys are interested in. Let's see, this is 5. If you get in here, there's just nice loot. And there's also, I think tomorrow's a pretty cool day for you. Today is a pretty cool day for me. I watched Phantom Menace this morning. Well, last night I started Phantom Menace. This morning I finished it. And I watched Attack of the Clones, and I'm probably going to watch Revenge of the Sith tonight. I was really enjoying live tweeting. But I really want to watch the movie, but I might be too tired for live tweeting, but we'll see. But that's really what I got. Thank you guys for being here. I appreciate it, for joining me on this Saturday. And I will get... Yes, please remember to like the stream, and I will talk to you guys soon. Later.